Welcome to NKTelco Sports. We're here at Piqua High School where the Ansonia Tigers take on the Botkins Trojans. Tonight's game is sponsored by Minster Bank, Sweeterman Pharmacy, Keyhole Pizza, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, West Staff, Hometown Opportunity, Lamb's Insurance Agency, 21st Century Kitchens, American Trim, PSG Automotive Outfitters, Cy Sweeterman, Carriage Works, Wilson Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Francis Furniture, Grand Lake Health, Moran's Refrigeration, NKT Productions, and First National Bank. Thank you to those fine sponsors that allow us to bring you this. And tonight is boys tournament basketball from Piqua High School. The number 6 seed Ansonia versus the number 10 seed Botkins. I'm Jeff Henshin. Alongside me this evening is Ron Cruzy. And Ron, looks to be like a pretty even game on paper.
Right, Ansonia comes in the game 11-10. Botkins 8-15. Ansonia is 3-3 in their last 6 games, and so is Botkins. They're 3-3 in their last 6 games. Botkins beat Riverside 40-39 in their first tournament game, and that's how they got here. They have some common opponents. Russia beat Ansonia 43-39, and Russia beat Botkins by 17 in both games. They played him twice and they beat him by 17 both games. Houston is another common opponent. 55 for Houston, Ansonia 46, and Houston is 1-1 against Botkins on the season. The other game that was tell the tale, so to speak, Riverside 42, Ansonia 43, Riverside 39, Botkins 40. So Botkins and Ansonia each beat Riverside by 1 point.
It appears to be a close game. We hope it's a good matchup tonight. And again, the winner will move on to face Fort Loramie, who defeated Bradford 67-40 in our first game. We're going to take a short break. And when we come back, we'll meet our starting lineups and have the opening tip here on NKTelco Sports.
At 21st Century Kitchens, we know that every home has a style to go with it. From first-time homebuyers to families with the pitter-patter of little feet to teenagers taking over the kitchen, 21st Century has what you want, customizing the style, layout, and price point to fit your budget. Kitchens by Craftmade and quality cabinets, countertops by Wilson Art and Cambria, along with availability of granite, marble, and wood.
See what's in store behind the yellow door for your 21st Century Kitchen.
Sweeterman Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Sweeterman purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
Welcome back to Piqua. Before we meet the starters, we'll meet the head coaches. Take that back. We're right in the starting lineups. Elliot Gubo, a sophomore. Zane Paul wears number 4. He is a freshman, averaging 9 points. 14 is Connor Smock, a freshman. Number 20 is Spencer Euchre, averaging 10.4 a game. He's a junior. And number 50, Ethan Butcher, is a senior, averaging 7 points. Brett Meyer, head coach. Brad Smergy, Brad Bergman, assistant and JV coach. And now we'll meet the home team on the board tonight, Ansonia Tigers. Aiden Sanders wears number 0, 6'2", senior, averaging just under 3 points. Devin Sink, number 2, is a 5'10", junior, averaging 14.6 a game. Braden Schwab, number 5, a 5'10", senior, averaging 6 points. Hunter Muir, number 23, 6'4", junior, 17 points a game. 24, Trevor Alexander, 6'1" senior, averaging 7.5 points a game. Chad Kramer, the head coach. Devin Lindbergh, the assistant. And there are your lineups and what appears to be a good game. We have a nice crowd on hand tonight at Piqua. A lot of Ansonia fans on the far side, Botkins on our side. The Trojans, the road jerseys tonight, the black jerseys with the yellow numbers trimmed in white. Ansonia wears the home jersey, the all white with a solid orange number and letters.
Yeah, they're starting 4 seniors, so the experience is on their side. Botkins, 2 freshmen. They only have 1 senior on their team, and that's number 50, Ethan Butcher.
The opening tip belongs to Ansonia. We're underway. A man-to-man defense being applied by the Trojans. As they, again, as Ron mentioned, earned the right to play tonight by beating Riverside 40-39. Schwab up top to number 23, Muir, and he rattles in a three-pointer.
That was basically a brick that got caught between the rim and the backboard and just kind of stayed there and fell in.
Muir almost a double-double, the 16.6 points a game, the 9 rebounds, and also just under 4 assists. So number 23, Muir, does a lot for his Ansonia Tigers. Offensive first possession for the Trojans. Backdoor pass knocked away, and there is the game's first turnover against the Trojans. Ansonia, if you will, down the court. Sanders thought about it, across court to Sink.
Double dribble.
Double dribble. And Ansonia, their first turnover. Botkins able to avoid a scoring opportunity with the turnover, and Botkins again, their second shot at the hoop now coming up.
We'll see if that one game already under their belt, if that's an advantage for the Trojans, maybe getting rid of the nerves a little earlier than Ansonia.
Paul hands off to Gubo. Looking for Euchre on the inside. Back to Paul. Euchre posting up. They get it to Euchre.
Oh.
Nice spin move. Euchre, soft touch, good finish. Spencer Euchre averaging 10 points a game. Has the Trojans on the board. They trail 3-2 early in this first quarter. Euchre with the steal. Errant pass by Muir. Spencer Euchre is fouled. Need that big kind of jump stop sideways.
That almost looked like a little bit out of control maybe there a couple times, but he drew the foul.
Muir will have to be careful now, number 23. It's just his first foul, but he is one of the leading go-to players on offense is Muir. And the officials making sure, though, not allowed to roll over your waistband on your pants. It's illegal. I don't know why, but it is, and they make sure that everyone's properly equipped. Turnaround jumper by Euchre off the mark. Muir with the rebound, and Euchre will bring it down to court himself. And he loses his balance.
And there's
a travel.
It's almost like he didn't know. He blew his whistle and was debating on whether to call a late
scratching
foul.
His head now.
Yeah.
Tough call. I mean, I'm not making fun of him, but those are tough when things weird happen. You might have been. I believe that from you, but not from me. First sub into the game for Ansonia, Andrew Rowland.
Yeah, I think he probably made the right call there. The travel versus
I don't
the
think
foul.
He was fouled,
yeah, there's no penalty for doing that. He's out of control, so give the defense the break.
Zane Paul brings up, there's Butcher, his first touch of the game. Paul with the basketball, nearly tied up, and he is tied up. Grabbing the ball with Paul was Braden Schwab. The possessioner will stay with Botkins. They avoid the turnover. Nearly 2 minutes gone here in a 3-2 ball game. Smock up top to Gubo. Pass knocked away, and it's not traveling unless you roll over. You can slide, my opinion.
So you could lay on the floor and have somebody drag you down the floor?
If you wanted to, that's probably, I guess that could happen. Yeah, Devin Sink for a three-pointer. I think Mr. Steve Trout told us at golf one night, Ron, you're allowed to slide as long as you don't roll over because you haven't established a pivot foot.
I know I was there because I don't miss, but I maybe
you don't
wasn't
always pay
listening.
attention. That's your problem. You're always gloating in your golf game, and you missed the foul on Butcher here, gloating about it. So Butcher picks up his first foul, illegal screen. In for the Trojans, number 22, Tyler Free. He's a freshman. Remember Ron mentioned it. Botkins starts. a couple underclassmen, and 3 is another freshman off the bench.
Botkins applies the 2-2-1 press, and then they drop back into a man-to-man.
6-2 in favor of Ansonia. They have the white jerseys tonight. Botkins, the road black. Cross-court pass all the way over to Schwab. Coming over the strip is number 14, Connor Smock. He records the steal. Paul, change of pace. Euchre, between the leg dribble, spins again, has it poked away. And there's a jump ball before things get out of control. And aggressive action on the floor.
Ansonia looks to be ready for the spin move down in the lane by Euchre. He's not getting by with that. As soon as he turns his back, somebody comes in from the weak side to help out.
Aiden Sanders over to Alexander, back to Sanders, and they cross the timeline. Sink over to Sanders, down in the corner, 3-point shot by Hunter Buckingham off the bench. 3-point bucket for Buckingham, a sophomore, averaging just under 7 a game, and a nice start by the Tigers, a full timeout by the Trojans. We'll take one with him. You're watching boys tournament basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
As a business owner, do you find yourself reviewing too many applications, or are you the job seeker filling out dozens of applications in an attempt to find employment? West Staff has been bridging the gap between employers and employees since 1988. Jobs range from manufacturing and clerical to specialized fields such as quality control and engineering. West Staff has the ability to operate as your company's entire HR department or simply payroll employees on a temp to hire basis. West Staff, your partner in business.
Timeout by the Trojans. They trail by 9. Paul brings it up. They need a basket. Tigers defense has been difficult on the Trojans offense. Butcher with the basketball over to Euchre. Back up top to Zane Paul. To the basket, pushes it up against some contact. Come away as Euchre somehow, Spencer Euchre comes up with a loose ball, the rebound, whatever, it doesn't matter. Euchre all 4 Botkins points.
Nice job there by Euchre, stayed with it all the way through. Didn't anticipate the make.
Buckingham, who hit on his last triple from that same spot, misses. Quickly down the floor, Butcher off to Zane Paul. Tough shot from the side there, a little strong. Coming down with the rebound, number 50, Andrew Rowland, and he will hand it off to Sink, who will walk it up the timeline, or across half court, I should say. Sanders, back up to Alexander. Ansonia Ron, a 3-pointer off the mark by Sink. Stays with the Tigers. 11-10-1, you say, is their record. Is that correct?
That's correct. They had a tie in there, 55-55, and I'll look to see who they played that game.
Well, they get multiple. While you're looking at that, they missed 3 times. A couple offensive rebounds by Rowland. They can't convert. On the other end, 50. Ethan Butcher, the lone senior on the squad, his first 2 points. He averages 7 a game.
That was a 55-55 tie at Mississinawa Valley in overtime. So
we'll have to check into that.
I would like to know more about that.
Well, I'll try to find out for you as I'm doing everything else tonight.
Okay.
You sit back and enjoy the game and have some more to eat.
All right.
9-6. After the timeout, Ron, Trojans scored 4 unanswered.
And I don't know if I've ever heard of a tie in basketball.
Spencer Euchre picks up the foul near midcourt. And yeah, I'm trying to think.
Maybe a power outage or something?
Or maybe they lost a ladder when they tried to get the ball on a peach basket years ago. When you were playing, did that happen?
I don't remember.
Did they take the ladder? No one could get the ball out of the peach basket.
They had the bottom cut out then.
Okay, you know that happened 5 years after or 15 years after they invented the game of basketball?
Really?
Was that That's why change is good sometimes. 15 years, I think, after the game of basketball was developed, they decided to cut the hole in the bottom of the peach basket.
Got to be a better way of doing this.
Someone lost a job, that's all I got to say.
Probably.
If you want to put jobs in America, you need someone to pull the ball out of the peach basket.
Yeah.
But probably a good idea. Would have been tough to fast break if someone always had to climb up there and take it out. Yeah. Foul against the Ansonia Tigers, and they'll give the ball back to the Trojans. Paul with the basketball. Botkins looking to score their 6th or 7th unanswered point here if they can get a field goal. It was a 9-2 deficit when Coach Meyer took timeout. Zane Paul pull or step back, just short. Rebounding the short shot was Devin Sink. Don't make me say it. There's a strong move to bucket. Paul falls down, no call. Rebounded by Butcher, and again, Botkins with Euchre, a chance to cut into the lead. Nice Euro jump off the glass. Spencer Euchre.
He's got that down. Hop, skip, and jump. You call it the Euro jump.
I don't know if that was a Euro. It was more probably just a side jump. The Euro is where you take that big step with the ball above your head and kind of go from here to there.
This was more like a jump stop.
Yep. And he likes a spin dribble, too. We've seen that.
Yeah, which I don't like the jump stop. I don't like the Euro step.
Well, Devin Sink had a nice move there, and head coach Chad Kramer likes that as his team gets some points on the board now. They've been stuck on 9 for a while. We're under 60 seconds to go. Tyler Free finds Euchre in the corner. Euchre crafty with the basketball.
Whoa.
That's going to be his second foul. Just a little too much left arm.
That's one way to get the defender away from you.
Tough break. His second foul, so you have to be careful about that. Euchre and Butcher will go out in for the Trojans. 32,
so
Josh Madden.
Have to wait and see once how long they play without Euchre. Definitely for the end of the first quarter, that's for sure.
So the 3-point lead for the Ansonia Tigers. They go to work on offense. Sink, ball above his head, finds a dangerous pass, almost threw it on the wrong side. I mean, that's the difference between good passing and bad passing.
That time the defender just didn't see the ball and his man at the same time.
3-point shot, Trevor Alexander, 6'1" senior, averaging 7.5 a game, puts the lead back up to 6. The final 15 seconds here in the first quarter. Paul will be fouled as he got a high screen from Josh Madden and used his change of pace, if you will, to draw the foul against Andrew Rowland. Each team run with 3 fouls and just 10 seconds left to go in the first quarter.
See what Botkins can come up with in the last 10 seconds. They definitely want the last shot.
Gubo finds Paul under 5. Inside turnaround jump shot off the mark by Smock, and that ends the first quarter. 8 minutes are in the books. Ansonia 14, Botkins 8. We'll be back with second quarter basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
For over 27 years, the knowledgeable, reliable, and experienced staff at Lamb's Insurance Agency has been providing superior auto and home insurance to the people of West Central Ohio and Indiana. The team's understanding of the agricultural community and farming operations is second to none. We support the local communities because we are, well, local. If you are looking for excellent claim service, stop by or call today for your quote. Lamb's Insurance Agency, representing Ohio Mutual Insurance Group.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
8 minutes are in the books. Botkins down 6. Boy, Ansonia, both teams shot pretty well, but Ansonia hit the money ball shots.
Yeah, 4 of 8 from the 3-point line. Botkins has yet to take a 3-pointer. They're 4 of 9 from the field.
Turnovers even at 5 apiece, so the difference pretty much in the game. the three-point shooting for the Tigers. And keep an eye on the Trojans offense. They're playing now without Spencer Euchre, picked up his second foul. Perimeter offense right now for the Trojans. Free looking for a crease. The ball knocked away out of bounds. It should stay with the Trojans.
Yeah, just knowing your strengths, Botkins comes in and 29% on the season from the three-point line, so they're not going to take a whole lot of threes. They've taken 330 and 852 total shots.
Butcher for the Trojans with the basketball just into the game again. Finger roll, boy, tough shot, had a nice look. Just rolled it too much off his fingers, misses the layup. That'd have been a big bucket. The Trojans need to get the offense back in rhythm here. They trail by 6. Man-to-man defense being applied by the Trojans. Nice move by Sanders, kicks it out, an open three. Buckingham, his second three-pointer of the game.
Yeah, he's 2 of 4 from the three-point line now.
5'8" sophomore off the bench. So those are bonus points, if you will, or support player points. Cross-court pass now down inside to Paul. Up to Gubo. All the way around it goes. Hand on the ball. Devin Sink, Trojans able to keep with it was Madden.
Ansonia is not afraid to go down on the floor and get the ball.
Cross-court pass stolen. Spin dribble by Sanders. He keeps control of it. 9-point Ansonia lead. To the basket off the glass. No good. Rebounded by the Trojans, Josh Madden. And they will try to score. They dodge a bullet there, if you will, on a turnover. Butcher for 3. Off the front edge, no good. Tipped around. Madden with it. Butcher kicks it out. Open 3 for Tyler Free. Off back iron, no good.
Boy, Madden had the ball down low 2 times and didn't put it up.
Maybe didn't realize the first time he maybe was quite so open and couldn't get a shot off. The Trojans missed on 2 3-point opportunities, both good-looking shots. Couldn't get it to drop. And Sonia off the mark on their triple try by Sink. And again, the Trojans need to score here. They've struggled offensively, putting the ball in the basket so far. Butcher, a 3 from the right corner. Ethan Butcher.
He hits it. He's 14 of 50 on the season from the three-point line.
And a timeout called by Ansonia. So it'll be a full timeout. We'll take one with him. We'll come back with more basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
Moran Refrigeration in St. Mary's is celebrating 70 years in business. We are committed to offering you top name brands like Whirlpool, Maytag, and KitchenAid, Samsung, Fisher & Paykel, and Speed Queen. Come in and experience the one-on-one personal service that you won't get from big box stores. Our delivery and installation specialist will assure you that your purchases arrive safely and are installed properly. Moran Refrigeration, exceeding your expectations.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Coach Chad Kramer takes a full timeout. His team leads by 6. The three-pointer by Butcher, a big bucket for the Trojans. Coach Meyer's team trying to battle back. They trail by 6. Butcher applying the man-to-man pressure, and he will commit. No, I'm sorry. He will force
Stepped on the
Sink to go out of bounds.
Yeah.
Good defense by Butcher.
Yeah, Botkins, they average 13 turnovers a game. They cause 10 turnovers a game. So that's kind of a sign of a young team there. Although 13 is a pretty good number for any team for a game, but you want to cause more than 10, and I think that probably comes from physicality on the defensive end.
Zane Paul, yeah, I agree. Zane Paul gets it into Butcher as we approach the 5-minute mark of the second quarter. It was 14-8 at the end of the first quarter, so each team just with 3 points, and there's a foul, an entry pass It'll go against Ansonia is number 15. Matthew Shook commits the foul. The fourth against the Ansonia Tigers. Botkins still with the 3 fouls.
I think we need to point out that Euchre did not come back in here in the second quarter. So
3, his shot blocked. Yes, he's sitting on the bench.
And he's Botkins' leading scorer at 10.4 points a game, 3.6 rebounds a game.
Paul finds Butcher on the
Nice.
backside. Good defensive block by Trevor Alexander. Botkins maintains possession. Paul for 3, no good. And Devin Sink, so rebounds it for the Tigers. Quickly down the court come the Tigers.
They've had a couple opportunities, couple possessions where that would have been a nice, or a nice bucket for them to get right there to bring it to 4 or 3 actually.
3-point shot by Buckingham, no good. Foul on the rebound will go against Braden Schwab. And coming in right now will be 2 subs for the Trojans. 14, Connor Smock, and also number 20, Spencer Euchre. Ron, you mentioned his absence. He's coming in out 4.5 minutes to go in the second half with 2 fouls.
4.5 minutes to go, so he doesn't want to pick up his 3rd foul. He wants to avoid that at all costs. They need him on the floor for his offense.
We'll give credit to the rest of the Botkins team. They didn't lose the lead, if you will, with him out. And a carry or a palming call against Jordan or Zane Paul.
Yeah, he kind of hesitated a one-hand pass and kind of got his hand underneath the basketball.
Gubo, number 3, Elliot Gubo. They take Euchre out for the defensive reasons, so a little reduce the risk, if you will, on the defensive end.
Yep.
Put him in on the offensive end.
Good coaching move there by Coach Meyer.
Yeah, I'm sure he had maybe some help there with Brett Smirgy and Brad Bergman.
He's coming back in right now. So it's offense, defense.
Buckingham back-to-back fouls on Hunter Buckingham. Team foul number 6. So the Trojans will be in bonus the rest of the 4 minutes, 11 seconds of the first half. Zane Paul, a freshman on the roster, but he's got 23 games under his belt. No longer a freshman. He's just his turn to make plays, and he draws a foul and will go to the free throw line for the 1-and-1.
And that's the second foul on Braden Schwab. He'll go out of the game probably for the rest of the quarter.
So a number of fouls here against Ansonia. They went from about 3 to 7 in about 2 possessions, it seemed like. And quickly now the Trojans can take advantage of some free throws here. Opportunity to cut into that 6-point lead. It's what it was at the end of the first quarter. No good, tough break. Adam Sanders, the rebound. Or Aiden Sanders. Aiden Sanders with the rebound down the court, 3-point shot. Nothing but the bottom of the net for 24, Trevor Alexander.
Averages 7.5 points a game. That was a big bucket for the Tigers.
Elliot Gubo, his shot off the mark. That was a big possession. When you go back to Zane Paul with free throws, a chance to cut in the lead, missed the first one, and then Alexander hits the 3-pointer, and you come down, try to match, miss, and now boom, it's a 9. It can go double figures here real quick.
Yeah, 5-point swing.
So a big possession here for the Botkins defense. Never like to trail by a lot, and being in double figures is a tough comeback. As shot missed by Alexander. Offensive stick back. Andrew Rowland. Timeout. Coach Meyer. His team trails by 11. It's a 30-second timeout. That'll give Ron a chance to run through our sponsors for tonight's game.
21st Century Kitchen, Sweeterman Pharmacies, Keyhole Pizza, West Staff, Lammers Insurance Agency, Grand Lake Health, Moran's Refrigeration, Carriage Works, Francis Furniture, Wilson Health, Togi Plumbing and Heating, Cy Sweeterman, NKT Productions, New Knoxville Supply Company, Minster Bank, WKKI K94 FM, Minster Dental Care, Hometown Opportunity, American Trim, PSG Automotive Outfitters. The scoreboard sponsors First National Bank, Think First, and the player of the game is brought to you by NKTelco.
Thank you to those fine sponsors that allow us to bring you this, and this is the Southwest District's version of the sectional tournament, a super sectional with the number Lost my sheet. Number 6, Ansonia versus number 10, Botkins, is a good timeout, a good offensive play for the Trojans. Zane Paul, his first basket of the game.
You definitely want a basket after a timeout, or at least a good shot, and they got both.
Sink kicks out to Alexander, backs to Sink as Botkins stays in man-to-man defense, and a hand check will be called against the Trojans. Number 14, and that goes against Connor Smock, one of the couple freshmen that start for Coach Brett Meyer.
And that's the 4th team foul on Botkins. And on the other side of the ball, Botkins is in a 1-and-1 situation.
Inbounds pass goes to Alexander. Buckingham has hit a couple three-point shots. Defense applied by the Trojans, cannot get a turnover.
Been nice to be right in the passing lane on that one.
Perimeter weave, somewhat offense up top now for the Tigers.
Botkins putting good ball pressure on the ball.
Paul knocks it away, can't come away with it. And a timeout called by the Tigers. That'll be called by Chad Kramer from the sideline. 2 minutes, 19 seconds to go. And remind everyone that tonight's winner between Ansonia and Botkins will come back to Piqua High School on March 3rd. 7 o'clock to play Fort Loramie. Fort Loramie, the number 1 seed, beat Bradford tonight. It was a 6-point game against the Railroaders until Fort Loramie outscored them 36-15 in the second half for the 27-point win, Ron. But we saw a lot of good things in that Fort Loramie game. A slow start, but had a nice finish with Coach Britton's team.
Especially in the second half, we saw a lot of good things from them. Defensively, they picked it up. They got some steals, got some layups off the turnovers, created a lot of havoc for Bradford in the second half.
So that is what awaits one of these two teams. A lot of basketball to go here, but Botkins, there's a nice pass. There's long cross-court ones. Those are the ones you want to get.
Yep.
Trails by 8. Trying to get a defensive stop. They can't. Rowland comes up with a loose ball. No travel called, and it remains Ansonia's basketball with 2 minutes to go until half. Nice move. Nice rebound. Back-to-back opportunities.
That hurt.
Boy, a big answer by Aiden Sanders. Multiple looks. Put an asterisk to that by Andrew Rowland, who came up with a couple big offensive rebounds. Interior shot.
Yeah, right
Draws
now,
foul.
Ansonia is getting all the big baskets. That one there on the third opportunity, they got it.
Good job by number 50, the last possession. You mentioned that rebounding. They have him listed at 5 feet 9 inches. Guess I was expecting he was a little bit bigger.
A couple Trojans just bounced off of him.
And Botkins, another missed free throw by the Trojans. Smock misses on his first of 2. Remains a 12-point lead for Ansonia. Smock, a freshman, will try to dent the scoreboard, and he does. His first point of the game, 11-point lead as we approach the final minute and a half. Ansonia led again, 14-8 at the end of the first quarter. And outscored Botkins 11-6 so far here in the second quarter. 3-point shot, no good. There's a foul. Nice seal there by number 32, Josh Madden. The junior is going to walk to the other end and have a free throw opportunity, and it should be the last one-on-one attempt, as it's a 9th team foul against Ansonia.
And that's the second foul on Andrew Rowland. A real nice job there by Josh Madden boxing him out, and at 5'9" couldn't get over him.
Good free throw by Josh Madden.
Free throws,
57% from the line.
Free throws going to be very important for the Trojans if they want to get back in the ball game. On the season, they shoot 64%.
Madden, his own offensive rebound. That's one way to get some bonus points.
Yeah, the ball bounced the Trojans' way that time. They didn't box the shooter out.
Move on the interior, shot taken by Sink, no good. Offensive rebound stays with the Tigers. Under a minute to play. Sanders, three-point shot by Sink. Back iron, no good. Elliot Goubeau with the rebound, needs help. Can't get the bounce pass down, and good hands by number 2, Devin Sink. Nice play by the 5'10 junior.
Trojans didn't need that.
No, they didn't.
Give up a layup. They had the ball down by 8.
Nice step through. Misses a shot though, and somehow Goubeau comes back with the rebound. Somehow loose ball, and there's a violation. I believe Goubeau was out of bounds when he touched the ball. Boy, Goubeau had a nice move. Couldn't finish. Butcher will come back in for the Trojans.
Ethan Butcher into the lineup.
Yeah, Gilbo, I tell you, that's one of the nicer moves we've seen, and just too bad for him, couldn't make the basket.
10-point game, 17 seconds left.
So Botkins could use a turnover here and a layup, get it to 8 if possible. They don't want to go into the halftime locker room down more than 10.
Sink, a 5'10 junior, brings it up. He averages just under 15 points a game. Working one-on-one. Forces up a tough three-point shot. The tip in at the basket, Andrew Rowland. A big bucket by the 5'9 junior. A 12-point lead for Ansonia over Botkins here at halftime. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have second half action here on NKTelco Sports.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier sofa and sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Ansonia Tigers 29, Botkins Trojans 17. Ansonia outscores the Trojans by 6 more points in the second quarter, and that's where our deficit's at now, a 12-point game. And with our first half stats, here's Ron Cruzy.
For the Botkins Trojans, 7 of 20 from the field. The Tigers, 11 of 26. 1 of 5 from the three-point line is Botkins, 7 of 17 for Ansonia. From the free throw line, 2 of 5 for Botkins. Ansonia has yet to shoot a foul shot. Rebounding edge goes to Ansonia, 16-14. And Botkins with 9 turnovers, Ansonia with 7. And as we said before, Botkins averages 13 turnovers a game, so they're above their average right now. So they're going to have to do a better job of taking care of the basketball and probably guarding the three-point shot from Ansonia, because that's the difference in the ball game right there.
Yes.
Seven three-pointers for Ansonia and only 1 for Botkins.
Ansonia 41% from beyond the arc. Botkins just 35% from the field, so need to find some scoring opportunities and take advantage and try to climb back into this game. A long way to go. A lot of time for the Trojans to do that. They trail by 12. Back on the court, I believe, for the Trojans. The original starting 5 it is. Elliot Goubeau, Zane Paul, Connor Smock, Spencer Euchre, Ethan Butcher.
They're pretty good pressure on the ball. The problem has been on the first pass. They're not getting in the passing lanes.
A good start for the Tigers. They open up now a 14-point lead. They execute on offense. Basket for number 24, Alexander. Smock, a tough break, can't get his shot to drop. It was well on the mark, could not go down. So a good start for the Tigers, a bad start on offense for the Trojans. They cannot score. Scissors cut action here by the Trojans. 3-point shot off the mark, no good. Zane Paul, good seal out on a defensive glass. And the freshman guard will go right to the basket.
Nice.
And he will score his 4th point for number 4, Zane Paul.
A good idea by him. Just take it as far as you can take it. Maybe draw a foul or make the bucket. A lot of good things happen when you're aggressive with the basketball.
Under control he was, finished it nicely. 3-point opportunity by Alexander, no good. So the Trojans, if they're gonna make a run, here's a chance to get back-to-back scores. And holding the Tigers without a score. Gubo all the way over to Smock, into Butcher, got his hand kind of caught, lucky to come away with that. Man-to-man defense by the Tigers. Paul nearly loses it, hangs on to it, over to Smock. Butcher had a 3-point basket, the only 3-point bucket for the Trojans in the first half.
They're not looking for outside shots, they're looking for inside, and they got one.
Euchre is fouled, can't convert the field goal, but will pick up a foul against the Tigers. And the Trojans that time very patient, but no need to rush it yet. There's still plenty of game. They can run their offense, get a good shot. They pick up the 3rd foul, though, do the Trojans against Andrew Rowland. Had that nice tip-in bucket at the buzzer to end the half.
We don't have the heights for the Trojans, but I would say Euchre, what, 6'2" maybe?
Probably, 6'2", 6'1". But he matches up well. I mean,
he gets out a lot out of his height. On the inside, he's got good moves.
Makes 1 of 2. One guy I just realized we haven't seen much was Hunter Muir for Ansonia. Well, there he is. Nope, number 23. I might have not called his number. He's 6 feet 4 inches. He averages 17 points a game. Offensive foul. Muir only played 3 minutes. So you're talking about size. Everyone out here right now looks about like you put a level on their head and keep it plumb.
Yeah, that's the 3rd foul on Schwab. He comes out of the game.
But right now, size-wise, I don't see any height advantage. Euchre might be the tallest player on the court.
Yeah.
And if he's 6'2", then everyone else anywhere from 5'9" to that 6'2" range. And minus, who had mentioned Hunter Muir, the leading scorer for Tigers, played 3 minutes in the first half. Another possession here where the Trojans will look to get it down in the single figures. Smock pull-up jumper just short. Euchre rebound, kicks over to Gubo. Elliott for 3.
Got it.
Backspin and in. 8-point game. The Botkins strong following tonight.
That's only Botkins' 2nd 3-point bucket of the ball game.
Aiden Sanders answers. Well, that's a big shot for Sanders.
They keep doing that.
The senior comes back and answers the Trojan 3 with one of his own. He now has 6 points. On his 2nd made 3-point shot of the game, 1 in each half.
Now they're facing, it looks like a 1-3-1 zone.
Which that brings probably a smile to your face. You enjoy playing offense against 1-3-1 zone, don't you?
Yeah.
Good ball movement, spacing. It can create some easy opportunities if you get that the right spot, right spacing.
It's one of the easier defenses to play against.
Euchre steps through, runs into and over.
Yeah, he put his shoulder down, stuck out that left arm, and can't do that.
Foul against Euchre. Take another look at here is Matthew Shook.
There it is. Just jumped right into him.
So Euchre picks up his 3rd foul. Botkins will pick up pressure a little bit here, try to force the action a bit. make it uncomfortable for the Tigers, and they nearly do. Gambling is Butcher comes up empty-handed, but does cause a little bit of havoc, and the shot missed by Alexander. Botkins trails by 11. We've played nearly 4 minutes here in the third quarter. Pass intended for Butcher off the mark, no good, and it's a turnover.
Now we're going the other way.
Jordan Paul, it's a foot race. Nice job shielding it. Nice double pump. Gubo with the offensive glass. Butcher had it knocked off his hands before he touched it.
That ball was deflected, yeah, by number 2, Devin Sink. Looked around like, who, me? And it was pretty obvious.
Always try to sell the call. We do not have instant replay in high school basketball, so if you can sell it, you can earn it. Paul down to the corner to Tyler Free. Gubo has a dribble, bounce passes to Butcher. Inside pass, and there's a foul called against number 15, Matthew Shook.
And there's that bugaboo. If you're going to play behind the guy, let him have it. If you don't want him to have it, play in front of him or side of him. But you can't reach around, and you're going to get a foul called almost 100% of the time.
Butcher off the glass, assist from Jordan Paul, or Zane Paul. The assist, nice out of bounds play, well run for the Trojans. For Butcher, his 7th point. That is his season average. And it's back to a 9-point game.
Botkins goes to a 2-3 zone.
9-point game. There's 12 at halftime. Open 3-point shot by Sink, no good. Butcher with the rebound.
And there were no Tigers on the offensive board.
Paul, open, just short. Ball will go out of bounds, and it will go back to the Tigers. 20-32 for the Tigers. Euchre and Madden back into the lineup. Euchre playing with 3 fouls.
Yeah. That's just a matter of, you can't take any home with you. With 3:13 left in the third quarter, might as well get the most out of him you can. Because at this point, you need points. You need
3
offense,
minutes.
and he's your leading scorer. You might as well have him in the game.
Zone defense for the Trojans. And there's a foul called against Botkins, just running over the screener. Cannot do that.
That was Tyler Free, the freshman.
No, I think 1-50, one against Butcher.
Oh, Butcher? Yep. That's his second.
Back to man-to-man go the Trojans, I should say, against the Tigers. Botkins the black shirts, Ansonia the white shirts. Man-to-man defense a little bit more aggressively now being applied by the Trojans. Open 3 from dead on, off the mark by Buckingham.
That time the Tigers just had one offensive rebounder.
Euchre almost lost a handle. Cross-court pass to Zane Paul. Nice move baseline, a little too strong off the glass, and a tough break for the Trojans. A foul against the Trojans in the backcourt. 32, Josh Madden, a junior, picks up his first foul.
Both teams have 3 team fouls.
It was 29-17 at half in favor of Ansonia. Ansonia's only been able to score 5 points here in the half. There's a travel or a foul. Foul appears to be on the drive against Free, number 22. So the Trojans have outscored the Tigers by a little bit, still trail by 9. Kicked out of bounds, will stay with Ansonia, and re-triggering from underneath their own basket is Devin Sink, a 5'10 junior.
They broke the cardinal rule of basketball there. They went away from the ball, left the ball alone.
Nice move by
That's going to be
blocking foul and a pass. It's not going to be on Euchre.
Euchre got a break there. It could have gone either way.
Bang, bang play, and Euchre avoids the foul. Take another look at it here.
For Ansonia, Andrew
close. Paul will inbounds underneath of his own basket. They try to get the backdoor screen. They do. Josh Madden, baby hook. Nice move by Madden. A junior gets his 5th point.
Nice to see him being aggressive with the basketball down low. He had a couple opportunities in the first half.
Three-point shot by Alexander. Boy, they've hit some big buckets. Downtown from Trevor Alexander. He now has 13. He averages 7.5 a game, so he's doubled his season average.
And all from the same spot.
Tyler Free, three-point shot off the mark.
I'm thinking I would know where he's going to go.
Wonder, so far the Tigers have been doing it without their leading scorer. Good heads-up play there by Alexander. Chasing down his own missed rebound, a missed shot, throwing it off a Trojan, stays with the Tigers.
Tigers are just making the plays right now for pure hustle.
Coach Meyer telling his team on the bench, 24 can shoot. Got to stay on him. Rowland, a key offensive rebound again. Another look for the Tigers. Sanders bounce pass to Rowland. Kind of fitting. Rowland's been getting the dirty jobs done. He gets credit with the basket. Coach Meyer will take a timeout. His team trails by 14, a 30-second timeout. I'll let Ron go through our sponsors.
21st Century Kitchen, Sweeterman Pharmacies, Keyhole Pizza, West Staff, Lamb's Insurance Agency, Grand Lake Health, Moran's Refrigeration, Carriage Works, Francis Furniture, Wilson Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Cy Sweeterman, NKT Productions, New Knoxville Supply Company, Minster Bank, WKKI, K94 FM, Minster Dental Care, Hometown Opportunity, American Trim, PSG Automotive Outfitters, Scoreboard sponsors First National Bank, Think First, and the player of the game will be brought to you by NKTelco.
Thank you to those fine sponsors. Allow us to bring you this and boys tournament basketball from Pickle High School.
And there was a case as a coach, you just don't want to call that timeout with under a minute to go, but Botkins had to break the momentum and try to get an offensive set here.
They get a nice shot. Zane Paul can't come up with a bucket. Keeping it alive was Madden. And on the drive to the basket, turnover against the Trojans. So they got a nice set play out of bounds. I think it was even against a zone defense. I don't know if Ansonia came out like a 1-3-1. I'm not real sure anyhow.
And they had a couple good looks after the shot.
We got the offensive rebound and turnover, come away scoreless. Straight to the basket, missing his sink. Rebounding is Paul, and he will have it with the final 20-plus seconds here. Euchre. Tied up, jump ball, held ball possession. And it will stay with, now do you see on that scoreboard anywhere where it says possession?
No.
Okay. Stay with Botkins.
We can't see the
arrow in front.
Arrow.
So we're at liberty of watching the game. Euchre. Whoa. A little bit of a collision there is inadvertent contact. I believe it was against Smock and also Matthew Ferrier. 13.9 left. Butcher waiting to come in. He'll be summoned in. He'll take out Euchre with the foul situation. With the 3 fouls, the final 13.9 left, a 14-point game. So a little bit ago I told you Botkins had outscored Ansonia.
Yeah,
but here in the last minute or so, Ansonia's come up to now regain the third quarter margin and a
illegal screen.
That's
going to be 4 fouls on Schwab. He doesn't get in the game very long, and he gets a foul. He's having one of those nights. You know, why me?
Tough spot to be in. You try to set the screen and not. He wasn't really moving, but he just kind of gave when the contact was there, and he stepped back a little bit. You know, I've seen worse, but
big possession here for Botkins. They could sure use a point cut into this 14-point lead.
Plenty of time to do it. 7 seconds. Euchre will get the basketball. Kick out to Butcher for 3. Off the mark. Tipped up by Euchre, no good. Tipped by Smock, no good. The third quarter horn sounds. It's Ansonia 41, Botkins 27. We'll be back with the fourth quarter here on NKTelco Sports.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwieterman Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
Brand presence is everything. Is it time to create a video that promotes your business? NKTelco has the solution with NKT Productions. NKT Productions can create a national caliber commercial or video specifically to your business needs and demographics. Utilize NKTelco ad insertion and your video is made available to 6,000 plus subscribers in 8 local communities on 23 major networks. Take advantage of the overwhelming traffic that video gets. Visit nktelco.net for more information.
8 minutes left for the Trojans to climb back. They trail by 14. Offensively, they lost a quarter by 2, 12-10. Ansonia in control right now going into the fourth.
Yeah, 9 3-pointers by Ansonia, 9 of 25. Only 2 for Botkins. They're 2 of 10.
36%, 9 of 25 for the Tigers. And that's where they've helped separate the lead, if you will, the margin. Paul, it's Euchre with the loose ball. Now time becoming an issue. Euchre all the way in, draws contact, can't get it to drop. Smock, no good, his shot blocked. Tough break, boy. Botkins had a nice run as Euchre going to the basket. Could have been almost fouled. It looked like some contact at near the point of shot.
Now Ansonia goes to the 4 corners offense.
Spread them out. And there's a loose ball foul committed against number 2, Devin Sink. So a little wild action there, is trying to spread the floor, if you will, and let the guards for Ansonia create some avenues, some openings, and instead it's a foul. The 6th team foul against Ansonia, so Botkins, if they can pick up some fouls, will go to the foul line. And now it's a 1-3-1 zone defense. Zane Paul open for 3, no good. Good rebound backside by Aiden Sanders. Ansonia, last time down, as Ron mentioned, appeared to pull it out just a little bit, spread the floor. This time more conventional, more.
It looked like it just that first possession out of the quarter, they tried that.
3-point shot. No good, off the mark by Buckingham.
And I think the idea there for Ansonia, pulling them out like that, let's just try to take a minute off the clock and make this a 6-minute or a 7-minute game, and you're up by 14.
Paul misses a 3-point shot, rebounded by the Tigers, and they will, again, kind of spread the floor here, force the Trojans to defend.
Yeah, they're back to the 4 corners.
What a tough shot off the mark.
Wow.
And a rebound here. Let's see how it goes. Sink took the shot. Rowland rebounded the basketball, and they will call the foul against Euchre, his 4th. So Rowland has had some awkward-looking shots tonight, but he's come up with some big rebounds.
He's in the middle of a lot of contact situations.
That's his 8th offensive rebound.
Yeah.
And he's 5 feet 9 inches.
Yeah.
He has 1 defensive rebound. There's a good look at number 50 right there, Andrew Rowland.
Well, right there is a good example. He's in the right place. If a shot's taken from the left side of the floor,
it's going
like
to
that
the other
one,
side.
That's where he needs to be, because if the ball is missed 70% of the time, it's going to end up right there.
The other night, I thought you said it was 80% of the time.
No, you
70?
misheard that. It's been 70. It'll remain 70.
Okay, well, I believe it. We demonstrated that the other night. They had some guys shooting, and a lot of them tend to go to the other side. 3-point, nope, thought Paul would shoot it. He dumps it inside to Butcher, comes up and off of a Tiger. Looked like it maybe went off of Sanders. stays with the Trojans.
Yeah, so if you want to be a good offensive rebounder, that's the only thing you need to know is where the ball's going to go most of the time, and you get to that spot.
Backside, Butcher nearly had an opening. Paul finds a teammate in Tyler Free. This is Euchre, fourth three. Off the mark, no good. Backside rebound.
Nice job there by Smock.
Right place, right time, and his third point for Smock. A 14-point deficit, time becoming an issue for the Trojans. Timeout called by Coach Kramer. Full timeout. So we'll be back with more basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome back with 5:27 to go in this fourth quarter. A 14-point deficit still haunts the Trojans. They've not been able to really make a good run. It was 12 at halftime. It's kind of teetered anywhere between 8 and 14, and that's where we're at right now. Time becoming an issue. Offensive foul. Sink with the right arm, right shoulder.
A little bit of chicken wing there.
For Sink, that's his third foul. It's a team control foul, so no free throws.
Tyler Free, Josh Madden.
Josh Madden into the game along with Tyler Free.
Well, Botkins, they can't be patient anymore. They've got to get good, quick shots. This 1-3-1. They need, they're playing it with one point guard out.
Backside alley-oop, assist Free, basket Euchre. Probably a nice design set play there.
Yeah.
Well executed.
Nice diagonal pass.
12-point game, down a dozen. Nearly a steal across court. Ansonia doesn't have to shoot, but you surely don't want to shut down your offense. Challenging against Alexander was Euchre playing with 4 fouls. He avoided the foul, and they're probably going to take. Okay, Free comes out, Tyler Free. In for him is Elliot Gubo. 12-point lead. Open and scoring the ball, number 24, Trevor Alexander. Alexander with 15 points, doubling his average of 7.5.
That's just too easy on an out-of-bounds play to give up a layup.
Playing tight man-to-man defense, a lot of those screens become more effective because you're playing so tight. Requires a lot of communication and who's switching and who's staying, and sometimes that breaks down, and if it does, it can be painful. And this time the Tigers execute very nicely. Alexander cannot connect on the three-point opportunity. 14-point game. Free, his pass overhead knocked away. Free off the glass. Good kiss off the bankboard.
Oh, Trojans need more of that.
They'll look to pick up the pressure a little bit now here. Again, trying to force a turnover.
There you go.
They get it. Butcher, left-hand layup. Count it, 10-point game.
That time they got into the passing lane.
Good anticipation by senior Ben Butcher. Now with, or Ethan Butcher now with 9 points. A triple from the corner. No good by Sanders. Botkins with Euchre with the basketball. Needs help, flips it away. Tough break for the Trojans. Little momentum they had built. That was a travel. Missed the travel, and then the Botkins Trojans will get called for the body on Butcher. The third foul against Ethan Butcher. Tough break. Boy, they lose an opportunity on this end offensively.
Yeah, he actually turned 360 without dribbling.
I saw that on the NBA game the other night. They didn't call it there.
Wow.
Devin Sink, the first of 2 free throws. Back to 11. Well, that was a 10-point run, or 10-point game. Botkins had a chance, couldn't get it, and now foul Sink in the act of shooting. And back to 12 it goes. So the Trojans will try to light it up again. 3.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
They don't seem to get over the hump. They get there and they can't.
Euchre diagonal pass to the corner. Madden for 3. 9-point game. They're at the top of the hill. Can they get over the hump now and finish it? 3:15 left. Need that kind of free
that's
safety.
the one you got to have right there.
Cross-court pass. That's where the backside time it well and come up with a steal. Now you want to gamble, and if you hope your teammates can pick up your back, if you do get beat back door, Free nearly comes up with a steal. Under 3 minutes to go. Will Ansonia kill clock or go to score?
Call a block on Butcher, I think. Yep. That's 4 on him. Take a look at it on the replay.
Probably right call.
Yep. Got there a little late.
So free throws, 1 and 1. The 8th team foul against the Trojans. Tigers with 7 team fouls. 1 and 1 for Sink.
Goes Plinko on him.
10-point game. It's been a long time since the Trojans had it in single digits, so still a chance here. Time dwindling down to 2:47 left. Big free throws by Sink. He now has 11 in the game. Paul over to Butcher. Euchre finds Paul, and he'll be fouled. Stop the clock, and the foul goes against number 5, Braden Schwab.
And that'll be all for him.
Schwab, just a little over about 13 minutes of action tonight. Battled foul trouble for most of it.
So he's averaging about 3 minutes a foul there, or a foul every 3 minutes. That's it.
Well, he also averages almost 6 points for the Tigers. Scoreless on the night, it was Schwab, and I believe he fouls out with no points. Free throws, big time right here. Paul, freshman. Rattles in the first one, good stroke, good backspin. Back to a 10-point game.
Paul come in the game 42 of 59, 71% from the line.
Makes both foul shots. Number 4 now with 6.
Down to 9.
Foul called in the backcourt. Free throws coming up as Madden picks up his 3rd foul. Euchre will come back in with Butcher on the offensive possession now for the Trojans. Aiden Sanders, 6'2" senior, tonight with 6 points, averaging just under 3.
Well,
getting
we've
some
seen
nice
2
bounces
in this game. That one was a foul shot. The other one we saw was I think a 3.
Thunk and drop.
Yeah. That was not a nice looking foul shot, but it counts. That was better.
That was more conventional. 11-point game again. Trojans have to answer the basket with one of their own. Or I should say, as we're nearing the final 2 minutes, Euchre going baseline. He is fouled by Roland, and now they'll stop the clock, so good job there by the Trojans. Going to get the benefit of scoring without the clock running. And the last 1-on-1 free throws for the game, as both teams now with 9 personal fouls.
So Botkins playing offense, defense here. If he makes this, Euchre will come out with his 4 fouls to get a defensive player in there.
Big free throws here to cut it back into single figures, get it to 9. And Euchre does just that. 10 in the game for Euchre.
Here's that replay. You're going to see him kind of get pushed
bumped
to the baseline.
Number 20, Spencer Euchre Jr. puts both in. He allows himself to come out of the game with 11 points and 4 fouls.
And that was the 4th foul on Andrew Rowland also for the Tigers.
Ansonia can run the baseline. They get it in bounds and diagonal pass over to Sanders, and down the court they come, and they'll pull it out wisely and force Botkins to play defense. Now when will the Trojans elect a foul? Maybe nearly get a 5 count. And they foul number 24, Trevor Alexander. Free picks up his second, and here comes the offensive substitutes for the Trojans after the first foul shot. As Ron mentioned, both teams now will be in a 2-shot bonus, 2-shot opportunities. That one goes in for Alexander. 16 on the night for the 6'1" senior. And boy, the Tigers have done a nice job answering everything that Botkins has thrown at them. When Botkins has got close, they've answered back. They have not broken, and they've withstood the pressure defense. And they've kept that lead pretty much at 9, 10, 11, 12 mark for much of the second half. Under 2 minutes to go, 11-point deficit faces Coach Brett Meyer's squad. Butcher up top, looking for help.
The ball's got to move.
Free for 3. Off back iron, off the hands, saved by Butcher. 3-pointer by Paul. Zane and Paul gets the Trojans to within 8. And again, there's a soft pass cross court. They get it. Tyler Free off of the hands of Paul. And he scores!
Goes the Trojans' way this time.
Tyler Free. Credit Zane Paul with the deflection, but Free gets the interception. The 5th foul against Roland.
And that's going to hurt the Tigers on the offensive boards if nothing else.
6-point game, 1:21 left. Big foul shot coming up for Free.
That time the Trojans got him to make the long diagonal pass, and Free just stepped in front of it. Nice job by him anticipating the pass.
Free makes good on the foul shot. It's a 5-point game, 1:21 left. Can the Trojans come up with another stop? They've got some time here. They get a pass off the leg of Paul. It'll stay with the Tigers. Pressure mounting now for Ansonia. Can they handle the pressure from Botkins?
They got to rotate back because Ansonia is spreading the floor out.
They get it in bounds. Botkins will play some defense first. Timeout will be called by Ansonia. 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. Botkins looking for a travel call. It was close. The winner of this game with 1:13 left will come back here on Saturday, March 3rd at 7 o'clock and take on the #1 seed Fort Laramie Redskins. The winner of that game will move on to the University of Dayton for a 1-game district.
Now we'll see what Ansonia does out of this timeout. They're overloading the one half of the floor, and we'll see if they get away from that. Maybe spread the floor out a little bit more so Botkins can't trap and get that first pass. Yeah, as easily as they're doing
now,
it.
One thing, with it being a spot violation, would you guard the out-of-bounds throw,
no,
or would you put the other guy back and play 5-on-4 defense?
I myself would never guard the guy taking it out on the sideline.
Especially now he can't even move. He's
right.
stuck.
Yeah.
But, doesn't mean that you can't.
But I'd come out of it and trap out of it, but I would not guard him. Then that Botkins is not. They're looking for the long pass. It's 4 across, and that's what you get out of that, is one guy taking off.
Needs someone
And
here. There's that long pass you talked about.
That one right there needs to be
they got
had.
it. Maddox, free.
Free.
Cut, no good. Well, they came up with what they wanted. I believe it was 32. Madden got the pass right at half court, deflected it.
A little too hard off the board. But you can't fault the effort.
No,
the effort's there.
Smock picks up the foul, and a good foul with a minute to even left. Free throws, 2 shots coming up for Trevor Alexander. A 5-point lead. This is the closest Botkins has been since probably back in the second quarter. Alexander, good on the first free throw. 18 points now for Trevor Alexander.
The senior looks pretty comfortable at the foul line.
Botkins down 6. They've made a nice comeback here, really put some pressure on the Tigers. Ansonia continues to answer the call. Under a minute to go, got to score quickly, do the Trojans. 7-point deficit. 3-point shot. In. Timeout, Coach Meyer. A 4-point game.
Big shot there by Free.
Full timeout. We'll be back with more basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CEREC and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slonkowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
We knew that we could use Hometown Opportunity as an avenue to reach out to people, not just in this community, but across the state.
Hometown Opportunity was my saving grace, honestly.
We viewed it as a great resource for us to get the word out about our company.
I saw all the commercials, billboards, and I thought, just give it a shot, why not? And they offered me a photography job on the spot, which was thrilling because I've been searching for months.
The Hometown Opportunity website definitely makes that connection.
4-point game. Botkins battled and beat Riverside on last second shot by Euchre to get here. Can they do it again?
Now Riverside's in that 1-4 cross.
Ansonia's in that.
Yeah, Riverside, Ansonia.
Nearly getting a steal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good job there by Botkins. That's what you want. You want to trap them leave them have it in the corner, trap them, and stop the reverse pass. You got to rotate over. They did a good job there. They just didn't come up with the ball.
47 seconds left. Through the hands. Smock, bucket, foul.
Oh.
No good on the shot, but he does draw the foul. Now you wonder if the pressure beginning to affect the Tigers. That one simply through their hands. 2 free throws coming up now for Tyler Smock.
And their rebounder, Andrew Rowland, is
Connor
on the
Smock.
bench.
Connor Smock, 59% on the season.
That's a big one.
Cuts
Nice
the lead
throw.
to 3. Take another look at the replay here. Now we'll go back to the foul shot first. It's all right. Steve, right here, a big free throw coming up. 3-point game. Make it a 3-point game. Off Free. Free maybe could have been called for a foul, but it goes out of bounds. Ansonia will sub in number 3, it looks like. Reese Stahman, a freshman, who hasn't played a minute tonight. He comes in the game.
Maybe he's a better ball handler or a foul shooter, who knows.
Down the court they go, and he's fouled quickly as Sink.
And that's the one thing, you know, if you're playing over there, you got to match up. You can't let somebody get behind you there with nobody in front.
Really, there's quite a bit of time left in the 41 seconds. Not real sure, though, how many timeouts each team has.
Yeah, the scoreboard doesn't show the timeouts.
Or the possession. Big free throws. Devin Sink, 11 points on the night. Make it 12.
That's a nice looking stroke there.
Botkins has trailed by as many as 14 They got it down to 3. They beat Riverside on a Euchre bucket at the buzzer to win it. Down by 5. Good free throws. Ansonia shot very well.
Now they don't need to just throw one up here. They need a good shot.
Paul looking for a screen.
There
Going
it
to the
is.
basket, off the glass and in. Smock. Clock running, 30 seconds left. And they will foul. And back to the free throw line will go Devin Sink.
And that's the one. You can't let them around the outside. You're in a diamond and 1 press. You got to guard the sidelines.
Devin Sink returns to the charity stripe for a couple.
Sink for 2, 26 seconds left.
Plus you fouled Sink.
Each team, I just heard the official ask, each team has 1 timeout left. Back to a 4-point game.
Yeah, they got a choice. I'd find somebody else to foul, I think.
Four-point game. Gritty Trojans giving the Tigers, the higher seed, everything they want so far. 5-point game. Clock running. Botkins, as I said, the 1 timeout. Need to score quickly.
Got to be aggressive.
Smock went baseline last time. Step back 3. Paul, Zane Paul, no good. Butcher, rebound. 3 is open for 3, no good. Butcher let's see once. Held ball, so possession. Big call here with 6 seconds left.
6 seconds to go. The Trojans, I think, just ran out of time.
Well, they got to score here quickly, get a timeout, and hope for a miracle. A good comeback for Coach Meyer's squad. Lone senior Ethan Butcher.
If they do make a bucket, they're going to have to call timeout or the clock will just run out.
Exactly. Get a quick tip. There's a nice shot. Euchre up. Can't get it. And just 0.4 left. A tough break. The Tigers, and they will substitute in for probably Ethan Butcher, the lone senior. He goes out. Nice round of applause for number 50, Ethan Butcher. Finishes with 9 points. His final game as a Trojan. And the inbounds pass will go to 3. His 3 will count. Make it a 2-point game. So your final score, Ansonia 59, Botkins 57. We'll take a break, come back and wrap things up here from Pickle High School on NKTelco Sports.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpaug, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
PSG Automotive Outfitters, your truck accessory headquarters.
Welcome back to Pickle High School. The Ansonia Tigers survived the Botkins Trojans by 2 points, 59-57. With your game stats, here is Ron.
From the floor, Trojans 21 of 53. The Tigers 17 of 45. From the three-point line, Botkins 6 of 20. Ansonia 9 of 28. From the foul line, 9 of 14 for the Trojans. A terrific 16 of 17 for the Tigers. The rebounding edge went to the Trojans, 35 to 29. And turnovers, 14 for the Trojans and 15 for the Tigers. And the key stat there, I think, is the 16 of 17 from the free throw line.
Those are all in the fourth quarter.
All in the fourth quarter.
They didn't shoot one foul shot until the fourth quarter and made 94% of them.
Yeah, and without that, they could have lost that game, and that definitely won the game for them.
They did a nice job. Devin Sink, 8 of 8 in the fourth quarter. He was a big key, and he always seemed to be that the good guys or the good shooters have their hand on the ball, and that's who Botkins had to foul, and they did. And he took advantage of it. He cashed in 8 of 8 from the foul line for Devin Sink.
Yeah, Sink was 8 of 8. Sanders 2 for 2. Alexander 4 of 5. And Andrew Rowland 2 of 2. So a great job of shooting foul shots, and that's a good formula for success.
The Trojans end their season on a tough loss. They had 2 guys in double figures. Spencer Euchre, who battled some foul trouble, and Tyler Free each finished with 11 points. 9 from Ethan Butcher, 8 from Josh Madden, 9 from Zane Paul, 6 from Connor Smock, 3 from Elliot Gubo, their total of 57. So a well-balanced scoring attack for Coach Meyer. Just they could not withstand, or they gave it a heck of a run. Trailed by as many as 14, outscored Ansonia 30-18. But as Ron said, the free throws in the end, too much for the Trojans to overcome. They end their season. A tough loss for a bunch of young kids. They'll be back. And before we sign off, we want to announce our player of the game tonight. When I talk about the young kids for the Trojans coming back, one kid that won't be coming back is the lone senior on the team, number 50, Ethan Butcher. He battled tonight, made 4 of his 8 field goals, hit a 3-pointer in the first half, ends the game with 9 points, pulled down 6 rebounds, also had a couple assists and a steal in his 20 minutes of action tonight. So congratulations to the lone senior on the Botkins squad, Ethan Butcher, our player of the game tonight. That will wrap things up here from Piqua High School. I'd like to thank our camera crew, Caleb Crusette, Blake Terpstra, Camden Carter, our engineering production crew tonight, Daniel Allen, Scott Robinson. For my partner, Ron Cruzy, I am Jeff Henshin. We hope that you enjoyed this telecast tonight. And once again, your final score, Ansonia 59, Botkins 57. Thanks for watching.